Welcome to Bills Nation Daily, your ultimate daily dose of everything Buffalo Bills. Hit that subscribe button and join the most passionate Bills fans as we break down all the latest news, highlights, and game analysis. Go Bills! The NFL world is buzzing today with what can only be described as one of the most shocking developments of the season. A rumor that seemed almost impossible a few weeks ago, but has now taken shape with the Cleveland Browns confirming a blockbuster trade. According to sources close to the team, the Browns have agreed to a deal that could reshape their entire offensive strategy for the coming years, leaving fans and analysts alike scrambling to interpret the implications. The rumor first surfaced on social media late last night, where insiders suggested that a key player would be moving out of Cleveland in exchange for a package that included draft picks and potential future stars. While teams often negotiate behind closed doors, the speed and secrecy of this move have raised eyebrows, fueling speculation about what prompted the Browns' front office to act so decisively at this stage of the season. Analysts have started breaking down game tape and contract details, attempting to predict how this trade might affect the team's chemistry and locker room dynamics. With the confirmation now official, conversations across sports networks are centered on the strategic foresight of the Browns management, wondering if they are positioning themselves for a playoff surge or simply clearing the roster for bigger acquisitions down the line. Fans have flooded forums and comment sections, debating whether this decision is bold genius or a risky gamble that could backfire spectacularly. Even casual observers of the NFL are suddenly drawn into the conversation, highlighting how impactful and controversial this trade truly is. The confirmed trade with the Browns has sent shockwaves not only through Cleveland but across the league, creating a ripple effect that has fans speculating about potential domino moves from other franchises. In the wake of the announcement, insiders have pointed out that this trade could influence draft strategies, roster adjustments, and even coaching decisions as teams reconsider their approaches to both short-term performance and long-term planning. The Browns' decision seems to suggest a calculated risk, where they are betting on a combination of talent acquisition and financial maneuvering to elevate the team's standing in a highly competitive division. Meanwhile, whispers about behind-the-scenes negotiations have surfaced, hinting that multiple teams were in pursuit of the player involved, driving up his market value and forcing the Browns to make a swift commitment before losing leverage. Analysts on various sports channels are dissecting every clause of the trade, attempting to understand the subtle nuances of guarantees, conditional picks, and potential incentives that could shape the outcome over the next few seasons. Fans are particularly fixated on how this trade could alter the team's identity, wondering if it signals a shift to a more aggressive, high-stakes style of play or a strategic pivot that prioritizes financial flexibility over immediate star power. Social media is alive with speculation, from detailed statistical projections to wild predictions about locker room reactions, creating an environment where rumors flourish and every bit of insider information becomes instant headline news. The trade confirmation has transformed ordinary conversations into feverish debates, as supporters and critics alike weigh in on whether this move will ultimately pay dividends or haunt the Browns for years to come, ensuring that every game from this point forward will be scrutinized through the lens of this seismic roster shakeup. Sources indicate that the timing of the Browns' trade was critical, as the team appeared poised to make a series of strategic decisions before the mid-season window closed, a period notorious for rapid, sometimes impulsive, franchise maneuvers. The players involved reportedly underwent extensive medical evaluations and contract renegotiations behind closed doors, contributing to the secrecy that kept fans and media guessing until the official announcement was made. Speculation about internal dynamics within the Browns organization has only intensified, with insiders suggesting that the front office was motivated not only by performance considerations, but also by locker room morale and coaching staff preferences. Observers note that the trade signals a willingness to embrace bold moves, a philosophy that has historically carried both the potential for dramatic successes and catastrophic failures, depending on execution and unforeseen circumstances. The ripple effect of the trade has generated discussions among rival teams, who may now be recalibrating their defensive and offensive strategies in response to the reshaped Cleveland roster. Betting markets have reacted as well, with odds shifting and predictions being updated in real time, reflecting the widespread recognition that this trade is not just a headline, but a potentially season-defining moment. The fervor among fans and commentators underscores the cultural significance of the NFL, where a single trade can dominate conversations across sports bars, social media feeds, and television segments, making every detail, rumored or confirmed, an object of intense scrutiny. Analysts are dissecting minute details, from potential cap space implications to playbook adjustments, all while speculating on how this move will affect rivalries, divisional standings, and the playoff picture, proving that in professional football, no rumor exists in isolation, and every decision reverberates far beyond a single roster change. At the same time, the news from Buffalo has added a complementary twist to the narrative, as reports indicate that the Bills have secured the services of Myles Garrett, a defensive powerhouse whose presence could significantly alter their pass rush and defensive schemes. The speculation surrounding Garrett's move has been circulating for weeks, with insiders hinting at a potential alignment between his skill set and the Bills' current defensive strategy. Analysts have noted that adding Garrett could change the balance of power within the division, giving the Bills a formidable edge in games where defensive dominance becomes a decisive factor. Fans have been quick to theorize how Garrett's integration into the team will affect individual matchups, from linebackers to offensive lines, and the broader implications for the league's competitive landscape. While rumors continue to swirl about the terms of the contract, including potential bonuses, incentives, and trade clauses, the focus has remained squarely on the immediate impact Garrett could have on Buffalo's defensive statistics and overall team morale. Insider reports suggest that Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. Rumors surrounding the trades have also focused on potential ripple effects in the locker rooms, with players and coaches reportedly reacting to the news in ways that could influence on-field performance. Insider accounts suggest that the Browns' roster adjustment, while strategic on paper, has created a mixture of excitement, uncertainty, and even tension among existing team members, who now face new competition and shifting hierarchies. Analysts are speculating that these internal dynamics could become a story of their own, as the human element of sports often magnifies the stakes of any transaction, especially when high-profile names are involved. Similarly, the addition of Garrett to the Bills roster is expected to invigorate the defensive unit, introducing both a leadership presence and a highly specialized skill set that could alter coaching strategies and player responsibilities. Fans have responded with a mix of optimism and curiosity, debating which matchups will showcase the newly assembled talents and how these moves might translate into wins or losses. Sports commentators are weighing the potential for chemistry clashes or unexpected synergies, emphasizing that while talent acquisition is crucial, the ultimate success of these moves hinges on interpersonal cohesion and adaptability. Betting circles and fantasy football leagues have also reacted quickly, recalibrating projections and rankings to account for these sudden but significant shifts in team composition. As the rumor mill churns with every detail leaked or inferred, it becomes clear that the NFL's narrative is not only about statistics and playbooks, but also about perception, anticipation, and the excitement generated by moves that shake the very foundation of established expectations. The timing and sequencing of these trades have led to intense speculation regarding the strategic mindset of both the Browns and the Bills, with insiders suggesting that both franchises are positioning themselves for a long-term advantage rather than immediate gratification. Analysts note that the interplay of draft picks, player acquisitions, and contract negotiations points to a carefully calculated approach, where risk is balanced against potential future reward, though the margin for error remains slim. Fans are dissecting every rumor, from speculative insider reports to leaks on social media, debating the motivations behind each move and projecting possible outcomes for upcoming games and playoff scenarios. The excitement surrounding these developments has transformed ordinary preseason discussions into high-stakes debates, where even minor details are scrutinized for hidden meaning or strategic significance. Experts are also drawing comparisons to historical trades, analyzing the patterns and decisions of previous seasons to anticipate whether these moves will prove revolutionary or miscalculated. As both teams integrate their new talent and adjust their strategies, commentators continue to weigh in on potential strengths and weaknesses, highlighting how the NFL landscape is being subtly but dramatically reshaped. The combination of player movement, contractual complexity, and timing has created a perfect storm of speculation, ensuring that both casual fans and dedicated analysts remain deeply engaged. Ultimately, the buzz surrounding these trades demonstrates the power of rumor, timing, and strategic vision in professional football, revealing that the game is as much about anticipation and perception as it is about execution on the field. Finally, as the dust settles on the initial announcement, the ripple effect of the trades is only beginning to manifest, with media coverage intensifying and social media debates escalating. Rumors continue to emerge about potential secondary moves, additional signings, and how these high-profile changes could influence the league as a whole. Analysts are poring over contracts, scouting reports, and playbooks, attempting to predict how each team will leverage their new assets, while fans weigh in with theories ranging from tactical brilliance to potential miscalculations. The Browns' bold trade and the Bills' acquisition of Garrett have become central talking points, dominating discussions across sports networks, podcasts, and online forums. The intrigue surrounding these developments highlights the human fascination with uncertainty and the thrill of high-stakes decision-making, as each rumor, confirmation, or denial fuels further speculation. Insider perspectives continue to surface, offering glimpses into the negotiation process, the front office's reasoning, and the potential psychological impact on players and coaches alike. As the season progresses, every game involving these teams will be analyzed not just for performance, but for how the trade's ripple effects manifest in real time, creating a narrative that intertwines strategy, skill, and rumor into a single, captivating storyline. Fans, commentators, and analysts alike are now united in anticipation, awaiting the unfolding drama that promises to make this period of NFL history unforgettable, demonstrating that the combination of calculated risk and bold acquisition can transform speculation into one of the most talked-about storylines of the year. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.